G'day guys, welcome to this week's Laughaholics. I reckon you're going to like this one, guys. This one's about this bloke. He comes home from work. He's sitting down, he's watching TV, you know, it's been a hard day and he's got a beer with him. And then his partner sits down next to him. You know, she's quiet for a little while, then she looks at him and she says, "You really like your beer, don't you?" He says, yeah, I do. You know, I don't mind a beer at all. And she says to him, "How many beers do you have a day?" And he thinks about it. He said, "Oh, at least 3 beers a day, I reckon." And she says, "And how much do you pay for your beer?" And he's not really into the conversation, so he just puts out a figure. Says, "I don't know, about $5 a beer, let's say that." And then she says, "And how long do you reckon you've been drinking beer for?" And he says, "I don't know, say 20 years. Okay, so you have 3 beers a day. You know, that's $5 a beer. That's around $450 a month. And then you multiply that by 12 months, and that's about $5,400 a year." And the guy's saying, "Yeah, I suppose you could say that." And she says, "And in about 20 years, you would have spent over $108,000, around those figures." He says, "Yeah, okay, so yeah, I take your word for it." And she says, "Do you know that if you had put that money away in a savings account, that in 20 years, with the interest that you would have saved, you could have bought yourself a Ferrari? Could you imagine driving around in a Ferrari now?" And the guy looks at her and he says, "Do you drink beer?" And she says, "No." And he says, "And where's your Ferrari?" And that's when the fight started. Guys, I hope you liked this week's Laughaholics. If you did, please subscribe down below. Once you've done that, hit the bell and then select all so you don't miss out on future videos. If you liked and that's when the fight started, I'm starting to put a whole series of that on my Instagram page, and you'll see that in a link down below. Once again, guys, really enjoyed having you here at this week's Laughaholics. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, pass it on to your friends. This is Peter from My Bonza Channel signing off.